Check this out, gang. It's coming from your boy Bow Weezy, right? I never met you, don't know you, know nothing. But I will say this, because I've been watching from afar. I'm not the type of nigga to jump in people's business, but I was once young, about to make a lot of money, and I know how this shit go. So I need you to hear me out. Number one, I don't want you feeling as though everybody jumping down your back or cats is hating. That's that young nigga mentality. I want you to look at this like niggas care about you. And especially in our community and in this industry, not a lot of brothers get the opportunity like you about to get. You know what I mean? You about to get the biggest check in your life. You about to go to the NFL. And all we are doing is waking you up, young brother.
When these people come around, there are going to be times you're going to have to sign he's going to have to sign footballs. He's going to have to sign helmets. He's going to have to sign jerseys. He's going to have to he's going to have to take pictures. You know how I know? Because when I go to sponsors, I have to sign footballs. I have to sign helmets. I have to sign photos. I have to sign jerseys. That's a part of it. He understands that. You're about to come into a situation. You're going to have more money at your disposal than you even dreamed of. And why is that? That's a part of it. And for you to say, when he's taking those talk about how long do I have to stay here all day, you should graciously and willingly stay there a month if that's what it requires. And for you to talk about, well, the reason why I left him on for my inbox, well, you know, he's younger than me and he cheated. You see, now you threw that man on the bus. We didn't need to know that. We did not need to know that. Why you put that man business in the street?
And Sanders tried to communicate with Travis Hunter that you might just want to slow down a little bit, not to say that she's not a nice lady, not to say she's not the one, but you're moving kind of fast. I mean, I'm saying now, you know, to be the #1 football player in the country or #2, depending on how you rank him and Shedeur Sanders. And by the way, both of them are my two favorite college football players. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for. He's still a child. You've only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman? You know, and I'm not going to say nothing against the young lady. She might be a nice young lady. Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women. And this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced and is not.
Travis Hunter, listen, Travis, I just want you to be careful, man. Yeah, I said it. Be careful. Congratulations on your engagement. But, man, you might have to disengage because it's something about this woman, man. The way she was talking to, and she was talking like she was really that chick. Listen, you love who you love. Facts, okay? I got that. That's all logical, but something ain't right. I just watched that dumb video of you guys in those matching pajamas that bugged me, and she was like dogging you, going, yeah, he wasn't my type. I was like, he wasn't my type.
It wasn't my type.
And then we went to this party.
So, the key question we're asking on DarkArts podcast, ready to go down the rabbit hole, is to ask this question: why is it that every man in the world, or why are all men in the world advising Travis Hunter on his girlfriend? I want to answer it in a few seconds because most men have been through a situation like this. Now, many men might not have been in Travis Hunter's position of financial wealth that they were coming into, but a lot of men have been in a situation where they've dealt with a woman that said it wasn't their type. That girl said she wasn't your type, and they know where it ends. It usually doesn't end in a good way. A lot of men have been in positions where they have pedestalized, put a woman on a pedestal, and made her a god to themselves, and they know where it ends up. Not in a good way. Many men have experienced a woman that just wanted the relationship and the title rather than actually wanting them. In fact, I just did a video not long ago saying, date someone who doesn't love you but actually likes you. Because when people like you, they like everything about you, not just what you do. He suddenly became her type when money was in the picture, seemingly. I mean, they were very, very young. He hadn't actually come into anything. He was in high school at the time. But once they found out who he was going to become, they banked on it, seemingly and allegedly again, because again, she said obviously he wasn't her type until she went to a party, and obviously that party had some people that were known to her who probably would have let her know who that man was, and suddenly became her type. Now we know that women obviously change their types, but in reality situation, you don't want to be in a situation where you're having to guess whether this person actually likes you for you and not what they do for you or what you do for them or what potentially you can do for them. That doesn't mean that finances isn't important to any woman. It is very important because it offers security, but it's so much important to them that they're willing to betray what their type is. And she actually explains this in another video, which is really crazy, which I'll do a part 2 for. She explains what she meant by her type. But when you watch the video, just here, the one where they're in orange jumpsuits, she explains it, but quite clear what it was. He wasn't my type. Now, she could have gone on and said the explanation, said, actually, the reason why it's not my type is because I have other types. Whenever you ever describe that he's not my type when you don't have a type? Have you ever heard anybody say, you're not my type because I have no type? You've never heard anybody say that before because you don't need to say that. That's the reason why a lot of men are questioning this behavior. They are seeing something that a lot of young men have gone through. Bow Wow kind of said it eloquently, right? As a young man coming into financial wealth and gain, his world's about to change. As Shannon Sharp said, you're about to see things that are going to be very different. And if she was already having some level of attitude on this level, imagine what's going to happen when she realizes that your time and your attention will not be focused on her, but on the beautiful game of football and its fans who are crazy, and not in a bad way, but crazy about the sport and the people that play it. And so if she already, quote unquote, allegedly, is not going to be able to handle the affairs of you being with other people and spending time with them, and she's going to be jealous and possessive over you, more than likely you're going to suffer a lot on that football field because of the home affairs. Now, what I do believe in this aspect is that for a lot of men, they are seeing a young man and trying to advise him. The problem with that is when you were young, you also didn't listen. I've been there before. My dad said to me, you know, the eyebrows came before the mustache. And you will understand that when you get older. You see, sometimes we are young, bashful, prideful, full of a boast that, you know, as the Bible says, young men and the young men, it is their beauty is their strength. They are so endowed by their strength and their euphemism that they don't realize that wisdom is paramount. In fact, in all things, get understanding. And so with the Travis situation, what is different for a lot of men, like I said, is that most men are not going to come into that kind of wealth. Most men are not a prospect to become an NFL star. Most men are not facing the pressures that, you know, Travis Hunter is facing financially, social media wise, emotionally. They're not facing that. But we do have a common strand. We do understand what it means when we pedestalize a woman and we allow that woman to control us, because we haven't yet come to a place where we have clear boundaries, a clear vision, a clear understanding, and an ability to also hold our own. A lot of us haven't got good leadership skills in a relationship yet. We haven't found our true value and what we bring to the table. And so we cave into the pressure of the woman and allow her to lead, because women oftentimes lead from an emotional place and we believe them to be relationship leaders. But in reality, women are looking for leaders in a relationship with men. And so when you're a young boy, you can get led astray because you are so immature at that point. And it's something you have to learn by himself. And I'll say it again, what my dad said to me: the eyebrows came before the mustache. Sometimes you think you know more, and yet life will teach you you don't know enough yet. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below as why you believe that all men are biased in Travis Hunter on his girlfriend.
Take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how.